Can I ask you a question?
Hi, my name is Aquila and I'm from Nova Scotia, Canada. What are your tips for learning choreography quickly when you're preparing for a tattoo? So my major tip would be figure out which director you're going to be working with and then go to some of that director's previous work on YouTube. So say you're doing the Edinburgh tattoo, for example, go and see the dances from the previous years and you can teach them to yourself by watching them on YouTube. Because each director has a very specific style in what they do. So you may notice patterns in how they choreograph. So for example, like Aileen, she'll often do kind of this really interesting kind of lilty-esque rhythm within an 8 count. So she'll do things that are kind of like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So getting a feel for things like that. If you're working with Canadian or Celtic, they often do like some more grounded, like jiggier, hornpipey style rhythms. And then if you're working with somebody like Cheryl, she'll do like a lot of different styles of dance influencing, so it might be in your best interest to take like a ballet or jazz class in preparation for that. And there's a feature on YouTube that you can actually slow down the videos. So there's 3 little dots in the top right hand corner of the video. So you can click on that and then it'll give you an option to slow the video down. So you can really take it at your own pace and just get a feel for the style of the choreographer that you're going to be working with. And just teach yourself maybe 1 or 2 of the dances that they've done previously. Because sometimes 2 directors will recycle or use very similar steps for efficiency's sake, because they may have dancers on the team that have done those steps before that can help some of the newer dancers learn them. So they may use a step that they've done in the past, or they may use a step that's very similar. So getting yourself familiar with the style of the director that you're going to be working with can be really, really useful going in. What is your favorite thing about performing in tattoos? So for me, I think my favorite thing about doing tattoos has always been the travel. So getting to go to some really awesome places that I may or may not get to go to otherwise, because it takes a massive expense away from traveling, with having accommodations and with food and all your transport while you're there being covered. So it makes it really accessible way to travel, and I often found with competitions they were a major expense, and I wasn't even getting to go to places that were as interesting as places that I did tattoos.
Can I ask you a question?